Hi, today we're going to be talking about different types of equations, particularly one-step equations, two-step equations, multi-step equations, and then solving equations with variables on both sides. The vocabulary that we want to look at would be inverse operation as well as variable. Inverse operation, obviously, using the opposite of the operation that's represented within the problem, and variable, that is a placeholder for a number. Okay, let's look at one-step equations first. I'll write that up here, one step. Okay, and one-step equations look like this. X minus 8 equals 17. Okay, so the whole purpose is to get x by itself. We want to isolate that. The way we're going to do that is to add 8 here. We're going to add 8 there. That's going to cancel that out. Whatever we do on this side of the equal sign, we need to do on this side. So we're also going to add 8 here. Okay, now we rewrite our problem so that it says x equals, and 17 and 8 is 25. That's as simple as a one-step equation gets. It's that easy. Well, what about a two-step equation? Two steps, just a little bit more. Just one more step. Okay, so our two-step equation looks like this. We'll write two-step up here so that we can remember what we're doing. And let's write 2x plus 3 equals 9. Oops, I forgot my 3 in there. Equals 9. Okay? Again, we want to get x by itself. And so we're going to start with taking 3 away here. We take the 3 from there. That cancels that out. Again, whatever we do on one side of the equal sign, we need to do on the other. So we're going to subtract 3 from here. And we're going to rewrite our problem. 2x equals 9 minus 3 is 6. Okay, but we're not done. We have one more step to go. Notice we have a multiplication problem here, 2x, or anytime we have a number next to a variable, it's a multiplication problem. So we're going to use the inverse operation in order to solve that, which would be divide. And so we've got a 2 there, so we're going to divide by 2. That'll cancel that out. Again, whatever we do on one side of the equal sign, we have to do on the other. So we're going to divide this by 2 as well. We'll rewrite our problem. X equals, and 2 goes into 6 3 times. So x equals 3. There's a two-step equation. Multi-step equation. We'll write that up here. Okay. Multi-step, obviously it's going to be a little more than two-step. And so let's write 7n minus 1 minus 2n equals 14. Okay? Now you notice that we have a variable here and a variable here. But the nice thing about it is we can combine like terms. And this is the way we do this. Because we have this 2n here and we have minus here, we're going to add 2n here. Oh, sorry. We're going to subtract 2n there. Sorry. 2n. And then we're going to subtract 2n from here as well. Okay, this cancels this out. Now we have 7 minus 2n. We have 5n. Minus 1 equals 14. So now I've rewritten my problem. Once again, I'm going to use the inverse operation. I need to get that 1 out of there. So I'm going to add 1 and add 1 here. This cancels out. And now I rewrite my problem. 5n equals 14 plus 1 is 15. And there I am again, once again, with my multiplication problem. And I'm going to use the inverse operation, which would be division. So we're going to divide by 5. That cancels that out. Again, whatever I do on one side of the equation, I have to do on the equal sign, I have to do on the other side. So I'm going to divide this by 5 as well. I rewrite my problem. N equals 5 goes into 15 3 times. And there we have that. Okay? One last equation to look at. And we're going to solve an equation with variables on both sides of the equal sign. So solve equations with variables on both sides of the equal sign. Okay, and this is the way this will look. We have 2x plus 8 equals 3x minus 7. Okay, there's our original equation. Well, we've got a 3x here, and we need to, again, get x by itself initially, or eventually. So we're going to subtract 3x here. Whatever we do on one side, we have to do on the other. We'll subtract 3x here. This now cancels out, and I'm going to rewrite my problem. Okay, 2x minus 3x, now we've got a negative. So that's actually going to end up with negative x plus 8 equals negative 7. Okay, now we're getting into familiar territory. Again, going to use that inverse operation. We're going to want to get that x by itself. So I've got a positive 8 here. I'm going to subtract 8 in order to cancel, and I'll subtract 8 from here as well. Okay, now I'm going to rewrite my problem. Negative x equals, and negative 7 plus negative 8 is negative 15. Okay, I haven't got x by itself yet. It's still a negative. My x does need to be positive. So the way I'm going to do that, because x just represents 1, I'm going to use a negative 1 equals, remember whatever I do on one side I have to do on the other, so I'm going to divide by negative 1 here. Now my x is going to be by itself because I've canceled out the negative. So x equals, and negative 15 divided by negative 1 actually ends up being positive 15. So that's how we would work an equation with variables on both sides of the equal sign. If you have any questions at all, go back over the video, take some notes, ask questions, and now take on the day.